Hello and welcome to Luxefluent. Today, we're diving into a regal exploration of royal fashion, tracing the impressive styles from Queen Victoria's Victorian elegance to the modern sustainability championed by King Charles III. Join us as we uncover how these royal wardrobes have influenced fashion through the ages. Be sure to subscribe to Luxefluent for more on luxury and style. Queen Victoria, the rise of regal modesty. Queen Victoria's reign from 1837 to 1901 heralded an era of conservative elegance. The Victorian era is synonymous with modesty and propriety. Women of the aristocracy, including the Queen herself, wore restrictive corsets, crinolines, and layers of fabric to create a demure, statuesque silhouette. Victoria's style was deeply influenced by her personal life. After Prince Albert's death in 1861, she adopted a wardrobe of perpetual mourning, setting the tone for strict fashion codes that lasted into the early 20th century. Black became a staple in her closet, symbolizing both grief and the prevailing attitude toward mourning during this period. This shift not only reflected her emotional state, but also influenced the fashion choices of countless women across Britain and beyond, who emulated the Queen's somber yet regal appearance. Moreover, Victoria's preference for modest clothing extended to her choice of fabrics and designs. She favored rich materials like silk and velvet, often adorned with intricate lace, which spoke to her royal status while adhering to the era's standards of decency. Her dresses typically featured high necklines and long sleeves, ensuring that they remained appropriate for public appearances and court functions. This dedication to homegrown materials not only supported the economy, but also highlighted the importance of national identity during her reign. Through her fashion choices, Queen Victoria established a template for royal decorum that resonated throughout her time and laid the groundwork for future generations. King Edward VII, the Edwardian elegance. When Queen Victoria's son, Edward VII, ascended the throne in 1901, royal fashion took a turn toward opulence. The Edwardian era saw the rise of a looser silhouette, celebrating a more relaxed approach to style that reflected the changing social landscape. High society embraced pastel colors, lace, and flowing fabrics, moving away from the rigid constraints of previous decades. The corset loosened, giving way to the iconic S-shaped silhouette that defined the period. This new elegance allowed women to enjoy more comfort while still exuding sophistication. Gowns now featured high busts and lower waists, accentuating curves in a flattering yet less confining manner. Fabrics like silk and tulle flourished, often adorned with exquisite embroidery and delicate lace details, embodying a spirit of grace and refinement. Compared to his mother's somber attire, Edward VII's reign reflected prosperity and a luxurious way of life. His own wardrobe showcased this shift, featuring lavish suits made from fine fabrics and accented with details like silk cravats and ornate waistcoats. Pearls, furs, and embellishments became essential elements of royal fashion, symbolizing not just wealth, but also a newfound exuberance in the upper classes. The king's love for leisure pursuits, such as golf and yachting, further influenced his fashion choices. This casual elegance resonated with the public, as he was often seen in tailored jackets and knickerbockers, a style that suggested a relaxed yet refined lifestyle. Overall, the Edwardian era was a celebration of elegance and luxury that marks a significant departure from the Victorian ideals of restraint. Queen Elizabeth II, defining modern royal elegance. Queen Elizabeth II's reign saw the modernization of royal fashion from her coronation in 1953, where she wore a stunning gown designed by Norman Hartnell, featuring pearls, crystals, and gold embroidery. She became a global icon of fashion. This moment marked the beginning of her journey as a style leader, as she skillfully blended tradition with contemporary flair throughout her reign. Elizabeth opted for bright, bold colors, ensuring she could always be seen in a crowd. This vibrant palette became a key part of her public image, standing in contrast to the muted tones of her predecessors. Her signature hats, often adorned with flowers or feathers, added an extra touch of personality and flair to her outfits, making her instantly recognizable. While her wardrobe remained consistent with British designers, including the likes of Hardy Amies and Angela Kelly, it also adapted to global trends over time. From the structured A-line skirts of the 1960s to the softer, more flowing silhouettes of the 2000s, Queen Elizabeth II navigated the fashion landscape with an effortless grace that reflected her role as a monarch in a changing world. Her ability to mix classic styles with modern sensibilities allowed her to resonate with both the older and younger generations. For instance, her choice of contemporary cuts and bold accessories showcased a keen awareness of evolving fashion without losing her royal identity. Princess Diana, the people's princess and fashion icon. Princess Diana brought a fresh, relatable elegance to the royal family, influencing royal fashion in a way few others have. Known as the people's princess, her style resonated with the public, reflecting both her personality and the changing times. One of her most famous outfits, the revenge dress, off-the-shoulder number, worn on the night of Prince Charles's admission of infidelity. The dress symbolized her confidence and willingness to embrace her individuality, instantly becoming a fashion statement that captivated the world. Diana's wardrobe included not just glamorous evening gowns, but also elegant daywear. She effortlessly styled herself in chic tailored suits and casual looks, showcasing her versatility. Her choice of pieces from designers like Versace, Catherine Walker, and even British high street brands made her a global style icon. She proved that royal fashion could be approachable, inviting others to emulate her looks without sacrificing elegance. Her boldness in fashion signaled a departure from the restrained wardrobe of Queen Elizabeth II. While Diana respected tradition, she wasn't afraid to push the boundaries, favoring vibrant colors and daring cuts that highlighted her figure. Her commitment to charity work and her approachable nature added to her allure, making her a beloved figure not only for her fashion choices, but also for her compassion. Diana's influence extended beyond her lifetime, with her iconic looks continuing to inspire designers and fashion enthusiasts alike. She set a new standard for royal style, demonstrating that being a modern royal could involve breaking norms while still honoring the institution. If you could choose one royal's wardrobe to have in your own closet, whose would it be? Tell us in the comments. King Charles III, sustainable royal fashion. Now, with King Charles III on the throne, we see another significant shift in royal fashion. Known for his passion for sustainability, King Charles's personal style reflects his commitment to the environment. He famously has his suits tailored and even repaired over decades, opting for quality over quantity and rejecting the throwaway fashion mentality that has become so prevalent in modern times. Unlike the more showy attire of Edward VII or even his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, Charles's wardrobe is defined by practicality and eco-conscious choices. He often favors classic, understated designs, choosing timeless pieces that transcends trends. This approach not only showcases his refined taste, but also aligns with a broader cultural shift towards sustainability and ethical fashion. In his public appearances, Charles frequently dons British-made garments, supporting local artisans and manufacturers. His choice of fabrics is also notable. He often selects natural materials like wool and cotton, which have less environmental impact compared to synthetic alternatives. This conscious decision reflects his belief in responsible consumerism and the importance of preserving traditional craftsmanship. Charles has also made strides in promoting sustainable practices beyond his wardrobe. Through his charity, the Prince's Trust, he encourages young people to engage with sustainable fashion and design, helping to shape a new generation of eco-conscious creators. In a world of fast fashion, King Charles III stands out for championing timeless elegance, focusing on longevity and sustainability rather than fleeting trends. By prioritizing sustainability in his fashion choices, King Charles not only sets a new standard for royal attire, but also inspires others to consider the environmental impact of their clothing. His reign marks a new era in royal fashion, one that harmonizes style with responsibility, reflecting a modern monarchy that is aware of its role in promoting positive change. We've seen how royal fashion has evolved, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Don't forget to check out our other videos by clicking the button in the upper right corner. Subscribe to Luxefluent for more stylish insights. Get fluent, stay fluent.